Hey everyone, welcome to Weekly Gaming Traffic version 1.0. Yes, we are finally out of early access stage. Just like every week, I'm here to show you and tell you briefly about most interesting games of the last week, which was the first full week of February 2017. Exceptionally, or not, I added a new section called simply Platformers, because there's so many of them this week. So, if you like platformers only, you can skip right to this section, or if you don't like the platformers, you can skip it. But, as always, let's start from free-to-play section. Lots of free-to-play games this week, but only Soda Dungeon was good enough, fully released and offering more than 1 hour of gameplay. I would say that this game is a clicker with minimal elements of strategy. We hire thugs in a tavern, of which we are a regular customer. So we gather some thugs, we get stools and broken bottles, and go to the nearest dungeon to make some noise. We kill some mobs, we open treasures, we get some gold, and we go back to the tavern. For the gold, we can buy lots of different things, starting from armors and weapons for our thugs, ending on tavern decorations, stools, tables, and such. All that to attract bigger and tougher thugs to hire them and go make some more, louder noise in the dungeon. We will go through this section from the fanciest and most expensive to the most retro and cheapest platformer. In Tarantino's Pulp Fiction, Jules, after shooting, decides to walk the earth. His friend Vincent says that there is a name for people who walk the earth. In GIGA Wrecker, we play as a girl who has the ability to manipulate debris, but it doesn't make her a bulldozer. The girl uses scrubs as a weapon, but not only. Other than that, the game is pretty cool, the physics is nicely executed, and everything is wrapped in anime theme, which means lots of story to go through. Splasher is a very dynamic platformer using different kinds of liquid to do different things. Don't cover your eyes and don't get weird ideas. Water for pressure, to push things. Red ink to stick to walls and roofs. And yellow ink to bounce off it. Naturally, the game is perfect for speedruns and time attacks, and those are featured along with leaderboards. Bleed 2 is also very fast action runner platformer, but instead of ink, we shoot with bullets. The problem is enemies, which are also good at shooting, which gives us perfect opportunity to show off our dodging and reflecting skills. If it's all about the bullets, is there a bullet time feature, you ask? Yes, it is. There is also co-op mode, lots of weapons and skills to unlock, and over 25 bosses to kill, not to mention hundreds of enemies shooting at us. Do not let the first look at this game fool you. It does look very retro. More than that, Gunmetal Arcadia features full CRT monitor simulation. This game is less dynamic, but it's just because it's more of an adventure type with over 75 different items to use and 5 playable characters. Somebody said Rick Dangerous? Montezuma's Revenge? Those were great platformers of their times, and Baezult too surely is inspired by them. Of all the platformers presented in this episode of Weekly Gaming Traffic, this one is the most puzzle oriented. I am not sure if I should be calling it a platformer, because it's more of a side-scrolling shooter. Let's say there are some platforms in the game, and when we don't fly, the gravity pulls us down to those platforms. Anyway, we can upgrade our character to be tougher. There are lots of different weapons to shoot from and lots of bosses to be exterminated. Alright, let's get back to good old action. Let's get to something brutal. And what can be more brutal than numbers and letters and symbols of ASCII code on the black background? Rawr. First, we choose our character: Ranger, Mage, Warrior or Amazon. Then we jump into procedurally generated dungeon, and remember, there's no lives to be spent, so use the only one you have carefully. We kill mobs and we are rewarded for it. We can craft and enchant our weapons and learn new skills. We can invite friend to help us, and finally we can create our own dungeon. There is always a problem with online multiplayer games. Their playability relies on how many people play the game. Uroboros. It can also be compared to a teacher telling us students to read chapter 4 in the book and write a paper about it during classes. Evolvation is an arena shooter in space. We can choose our class and we fly to shoot. So, shoot yourself away if you are interested. I asked Bella about better name for this section and she said, call it chillaxin games. I think we can all agree on this. Physics in games is good. It is always better to watch a tree falling down, crashing something on its way, than seeing it falling on the same side the same way every single time as a pre-made animation. Off-Road Paradise Trial 4x4 is heavily based on physics, but in a slight arcade style. It's like a parody of a movie is still a movie. It's still an off-road racer, but it parodies real off-road races and challenges. However, included level editor might let us create real terrains. Here we have another physics-based game which parodies all the serious zombie slashers. We kill undead ones and keep alive ones breathing. On each level we get different weapons and different technique of getting rid of zombies. There's 48 levels, and again, level editor to build our own creations and create our own buildings. The game is well done and the price is really good. Developer and publisher of the game I wanted to show and talk about in this week's Bombs section wish to remain anonymous. More than that, they don't want to show their precious game worldwide by some minor scum like me, so f*** 'em. Dessert please. I'm disgusting. The game I want to highlight this week is called LogicBots. We can not only build our own robots. Wait, not like walking robots with guns killing everyone. Chill. It's a scientific type of game, not a parody. So we can build our own robot from scratch and we can program it with fairly easy to understand circuit mechanic. All that to solve some puzzles. No, not exterminate, but to solve some puzzles. You all can laugh, but the game is enjoyable and rewarding. I have a good news. I finally found a good game to represent the idiot section. Idioctopus. That's it for today. I hope you feel informed and maybe you found something good for yourself to play. If not, don't worry, it's not the reason to jump. Just wait. Someone smart said, don't let your hormones to pick games for you. And I say, use your brain and common sense in everything you do. Thank you for watching. See you in the next weekly gaming traffic, because there is always another one whether you like it or not. Did I just see Rainbow Unicorn? Bye.